Mail.
Hello, everybody. I am your host, Brett, and this show is Comic Book Queers, and that over there is Evil Jeff. Hi, Evil. How's that for an intro? Hi.
You pointed in the wrong direction because it's reversed.
Yeah. We'll fix it in post.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. We never fix anything in post. Hi.
Hi. I have a bit of a Harvey Fierstein voice.
Firestein.
I think I was Firestein. It's not Fierstein.
Isn't it Firestein? But he's
fierce.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Yep.
I think I was just outside for too long, and I have allergies.
Outside? Ew.
I'm starting allergy shots, and then my doctor, after testing, was like, "Oh, you're allergic to all trees and all grass."
No. All trees and all grass? How are you alive?
And all mold and all animals, except for horses, but I am allergic to hay. So...
That's so crazy. All animals except horses? I would think they're highly allergenic.
Yeah, and I've been allergic to horses before. So I don't know, but I'm starting allergy shots. But she basically was like, the longer you are outside, the worse your allergies will be. And I was like at a friend's birthday party outside for a while, and now I don't have a voice. But it's kind of, do you think, is it more Harvey Fierstein, or is it kind of sexy?
No, it's like sexy and like your Aunt Bernice, the one that smokes
the one from Weapons, like it's.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen Weapons?
No, it's been an issue in this household.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, I'm going to watch it.
What are you up to?
I might watch it tonight.
What is going on in your life? What is going on in your life that you're not watching Weapons? One of the best movies that have come out this year.
It's.
Are you getting
complicated?
Fucked at least?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay. I am. I'm getting fucked. I'm too busy getting fucked, so I can't watch Weapons. That's my life right now.
You're like, I'm full of loads and I don't have time to see a movie.
I'm too full of loads to see a movie. I was outside today. I'm not allergic to all trees. I am not a living version of that horrible movie, The Happening, like you. I was outside in the park all day. Lovely. I had a moment. Do you remember? Okay. Here we go. This is a big question, out of left field. What do you recall as being kind of your most emotional TV moment? Like, what is the moment in TV where you remember getting highly emotional from watching?
Like emotional, like sad, or like emotional happy?
Yeah, like crying.
Or
like crying, but wherever you want to take that is fine. Emotional.
Let me think, because I think there's like things that happened when I was younger that might have like hit me harder.
Yeah.
Or what is, I think, no one's coming to me. I feel like because it's the one that's coming to me, I think for me, and this is going to sound really stupid, it wasn't when Buffy's mom died. It was when Anya died.
Oh.
Buffy. Because she was my favorite character, and she died in such a brutal way that nobody seemed to give a shit about. And I was like really upset about it for a really long time, and it kind of fucked me up.
That's crazy. Mine is also a death on a genre show. Mine is when Quentin Coldwater died on The Magicians. I was like full crying. You know, like not like, you know, you're, oh, I cried, you know, because you tear up and you're sniffling. No, I was like crying.
I think I definitely cried during that, but I think because I'm older, I'm a little more dead inside when I saw that.
Anyway, his death scene is put to the song Cruel World. I forget the band. It's not the Tears for Fears, if there's a Tears for Fears. It's like a cover or something. It might be a different version. Anyway, the song is Cruel World, and I listened to it while I was outside in the park, and I was overcome with emotion. I started crying. While laying down in the sun in the park today.
Were you overcome with just like everything, or specifically that moment of Quentin's death?
It was that moment of Quentin's death, but then like my emotions opened up to be more existential. I started looking at the sky. I put my hand in front of the sun. My hand was beautifully backlit. It was very dramatic.
I think it opened up a pathway for your for your emotions.
My synapses, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
The
I'm
power
trying
of
to see
music.
if I know that song. I'm just looking it up. I don't.
Keep your head up, keep your head up, even
Oh, okay, yeah, I do
though
know
it's a
that.
cruel
Yeah.
world.
I will say music is a beautiful conduit
It
to
is.
emotions. Yeah. Yeah. Although right now I cry. I'll cry at anything. I cry at every TV show I watch.
Music has made me cry more often lately than it ever has. But I've always been a crier. Movies, TV.
Yeah, me
Even if it's
too.
not sad, even if it's just like a big, beautiful moment, I will start crying.
Oh, when the couple finally admits they're in love with each other in these romance things I saw, I cried.
Forget it. When Desmond found Penny, forget it. I was losing my mind.
Yeah. Or like, did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But Holdor. So you don't even know what that means.
You know what? I know what you're talking about.
You know
I
what that
actually
means?
did see that episode.
Oh,
I did
okay.
see
That
episode.
discovery of
That
why
reveal,
he said that,
that connection,
that really got me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll cry when people finally admit that they like love each other. I also one of the movies that I've cried the most at is Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Have you ever seen that movie?
What the hell?
The Umbrellas of Cherbourg is a 1965 movie starring
God.
Catherine Deneuve. It's a French musical.
Okay.
And it's just the most bittersweet love story. There's a lot, and it's an opera kind of where everything is sung. The whole thing is sung. It's not like a musical where they talk and then break into song. Everything is sung. It's very beautiful. But there's a line, and it's very similar to the Alanis Morissette song, You Ought to Know. But it's all just talking about love, where basically her love goes off to war.
Okay.
And there's just a part where she's just singing, and she's just like, I said I would die without him. I said I would die. But why am I still alive? And I would just be like, oh.
That's like that Simpsons. What's that Simpsons episode? The scene where they're at a circus and there's a clown car that Krusty's in there, and there's like 6 other clowns in the clown car, and one of them has this big balloon butt, and his name is Mr. Widebottom. And when he gets out of the car, his big balloon butt pops, and he goes, "Oh no, Mr. Widebottom!" And Mr. Widebottom goes, "I know I'm alive, but why?" That reminds me of that scene.
Oh God. But yeah,
Right.
I'd say with everything going on in the world, where it's kind of like, oh, we're not in a democracy anymore. It is kind of like, just cry.
Just
feel
cry,
it.
because we're
Just
in a
like-
fascist. You know what? What a good segue, because some of our most beloved characters on TV right now also found themselves in a fascist universe. And
Exactly.
may I
I think
say,
that is a good
you
segue.
called it. Let's talk about TV.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
What you watching, Evil Jeff?
I'm watching Peacemaker.
We are watching Peacemaker. Oh my goodness. So the big reveal has happened. It turns
Yes.
out, spoilers, that the 11th Street Gang and Peacemaker are indeed in Earth X from the DC universe, which is the universe where Nazis won World War II.
Yikes.
There were clues that I am mad that I did not pick up at the moment.
Well, I know the Kardashian was definitely a clue.
Yeah, but that I can chalk up to just multiverse. You know, like something's different. There were things like, he was like, weren't you in Bloodhaven? The way he pronounced Bloodhaven. It's Bloodhaven. But here in this universe, they really emphasize that umlaut. Bloodhaven. There's a German Shepherd. The German Shepherd that barks at Harcourt when she walks into Argus is named Ava.
Oh, Ava
Like
Braun.
Ava Braun. And when Vigilante is in his alternate universe home, he goes, "Oh, my dad's not gay here."
Yeah.
Yeah, dad's probably gay. He's probably not out
Yeah.
because Nazis don't like that stuff.
And so, but that's the thing, is then there's the reveal that Vigilante is actually like a real good guy.
A real
in
good guy.
this,
Like, yes.
because he's fighting
Yes.
against the Nazis in this.
Which, it's funny, you go back, he's like, that's why I'm a member of the Sons of Liberty, when he revealed that the Peacemaker in this universe is his arch rival, because he's a fucking Nazi. The Sons of Liberty, when they attacked and they got blown up, they got killed, Peacemaker killed a bunch of them episodes ago, James Gunn was so careful about showing empathy on their side. Whenever one of them would die, they would be like, oh no, David, oh my God. Like, they were so caring about one another. That was another clue that they were unusually empathetic.
Yeah, and it was funny. I watched this on my own, but then I watched it again with Joe. And so there was just like when they went there, and because we knew what was going to happen. So
Sure.
we knew what the reveal is going to be. And so we're basically like, waiting for it to drop. And then when she was like, I'm going to go for a walk, and it was like,
you're like, here it
oh
goes.
no.
The way they played with tension was so great. The way they cut back and forth between Leota and Chris and Harcourt, like how Harcourt was like, I have not seen one person of color this whole time. And he's like, no way. And then he's unrolling the flag. It cuts back to Leota, and she's like getting chased. That was fucking scary. Like, everyone...
Oh, yeah. But especially when you see her, when they're like, oh, no, I'm black. And then she's like, oh, no.
She goes, what the fuck?
Shit.
He goes, one got out. Like, out from where? Out from where?
I will say there is a book, I forget the author, and I didn't fully read all of them, and I ended up going on Wikipedia and just reading what the plot was, because I was like, I don't feel like reading all these books. But it's a story of where World War II, it's actually where the South won the war.
Oh.
In the Civil War. And basically the way he wrote it, by the South being the Civil War, World War II, the South sides with the Germans.
Wow.
And so they end up creating concentration camps for for the slaves, as they're doing it for the Jews in Germany. And reading, you're like, oh, this is probably what would have happened. Yeah.
Wow.
Because there's that, what's that Amazon show, like on a high perch?
The Man in the High Castle.
Man in the High Castle.
Yeah.
That show is fucked up because they would just be
That's where Nazis won, right?
Yeah, but they're like, oh, what's that smell? And you're like, oh, they're just burning the cripples in the crematorium. And you're like, what?
Like Zone of Interest. Like, what's that sound? Oh, nothing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we also got a reveal of a certain bald guy.
We got a wonderful cameo by Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Who, I don't know, in this context, he just like hit differently. For some reason, in this context, in this kind of smaller venue on the smaller screen, I enjoyed his character work even more than I did in Superman. I think he does a great Lex Luthor, and it was so on display in the scene when he was like, how am I doing? I'm in a cell next to a bear-sized man with a bear-sized man whose skin covered in scales, fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes. How do you think I'm doing?
And this really emphasizes that his whole thing really is about he just hates people with superpowers.
Yeah. He's
Mostly
jealous.
because I think it's because he secretly wants superpowers. He's jealous.
I think he wants to be like the superlative of the world, and as long as there are people who have this unfair advantage, he probably hates them. He probably sees powers as an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
But he was so good, and his reads are so fun. And so I think like a big thing, if you're tracking like DCU broad meta movements, he's now out of that prison and he's in Metropolis again. He's in like a minimal security prison in Metropolis now. So with Man of Tomorrow coming out, which I don't know if you saw that talk, that Superman 2 is going to be called Man of Tomorrow, and it is essentially a buddy movie between Superman and Lex Luthor. They have to work together to take on Brainiac. That's going to be Superman 2.
Oh, who's playing Brainiac?
I don't know. Who would you cast?
Well, it's like, who was Brainiac? Who's in the Harley Quinn? Is that Brainiac? Who was in the first season of Harley Quinn?
With the last season, right? Wasn't that like
no, wait, is that who that was in the last season? That was Brainiac?
Yeah, with like the big ship, the big.
Who's the first
skull.
season character with the big head?
I don't remember.
That's like misogynistic.
Oh, Dr. Psycho.
Oh, Dr. Psycho. Okay,
He
for
was
some
on her
reason, that's what I
team.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Brainiac is the guy. I don't know who should play. I don't know.
Keanu? I don't know. Yeah, so great episode. Like, just what a great tension builder reveal at the end. Oh, Economos got captured by Augie, by Blue Dragon in the alternate.
Everything up
and sung like a canary.
immediately. What a
just gave it up.
douchebag.
Peacemaker, he's not your son, he killed your son.
That was ridiculous. I was like, what are you doing? Shut
It's
up.
so funny. It's so funny. He's still my favorite character on the show, though, just for these moments where he's completely incapable.
Yeah,
We're so relatable.
But where is Judo Master?
Thank you. I was just saying this to my husband. He's either hiding in a tree because he knows he clocked it immediately, or he got captured.
Yeah, because I was gonna say they ain't gonna like him either.
I'm gonna.
Although,
guess,
are they gonna think could he just lie and say he's Japanese?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess and say he clocked it immediately and has been in hiding, because I think the rule of that character is underestimation. Is like one of the rules of Judo Master.
Yeah. And I really hope that they all have to work together, and that he then is on their team.
100%.
Because he's
calling
so
this since,
fun.
like,
I don't
his
want him
first
to just be
episode.
this cameo. I want him
No,
part of
he
that
should
group.
be part of the 11th Street Gang.
Eating
for sure.
Cheetos and calling everybody a faggot. Like, I
Yes.
want that.
Yes. Speaking of faggots like dicks. And you know what show
Has a lot
has
of
got a
dicks.
ton of dicks? Gen V.
I'm telling you, this dick shot, I was like, are they going to show poop coming out of the butt?
Oh
Are
my
they
God.
gonna show poop
You
coming
sure
out of the
saw
butt?
his whole nutsack from behind.
Do you think that was him, or do you think it was another actor? Can you imagine being like, oh, I was in
Cast
Gen
your
V
nutsack?
as the stunt double. Oh, you did stunts? Well, I was just like a nut and hole. I was just the crack.
Can you imagine that audition? All right, take your
Yeah.
pants off, bend over. We just want to see what it looks like. I will say that is one of the hottest shots of a man, is when you see the balls hanging from behind. It's pretty hot. Okay. So, where was I? Balls hanging.
Gen V.
Gen V.
So this show opens up. Well, we missed. Wait, did we talk about this at all?
We might have to. Yeah, we talked about. No, we didn't talk about this. Episode 4. We talked about the first 3.
But wasn't the first 3 last week, and we missed last week?
Oh, have we not talked about Gen V at all?
I don't think
It's so inherent to who we are. I'm like, of course we've talked about Gen V.
I don't think we've talked about it.
Oh my God, let me back up. Hold on.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
Welcome to our television segment, everybody. Huge news. Our favorite show, Gen V, is back for season 2, and we've got 4 episodes to talk about.
We'll briefly kind of bring up like what's going on.
Yeah, where are we?
I think they had a big thing because what's his name? Andre.
Yes.
The character that
Passed
actually
in
played
real
him
life.
passed away. And so they had to kind of figure out how to address that. And basically it ended them with them. They were all, last season ended with, wait, I need to start bringing up all the characters.
Just tell me. I know all their names.
Where Kate and Sam, Pusher, does she go by Pusher, or am I just making that up?
Nope, just
Where
Kate.
she pushes people. So Kate and Sam kind of joined with Homelander and kind of turned on the other 4.
But
and
Sam
so
kind of did it
Andre-
against his will. Sam did it
yeah.
because he was pushed.
He was pushed. But Kate also, I just feel, is just a broken person, that she thought she was doing the right thing.
Good intentions pave the road to hell. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I always feel bad, because I just feel like she's trying to do the right thing, and then it's just terrible. It's like when you're kind of a broken person and you have Purple Man's powers,
Yeah.
where you can tell people to do whatever you want, but you don't even know what you want.
Right.
It's not going to be good. But Andre, Jordan, Marie, and Emma, they all were put away, and so it basically opens with them being released and them finding out, and then we find out that Marie actually escaped, and then when Andre tried to escape, he was killed. But he wasn't killed by them, he just had a stroke using his powers.
Right, which he knew would happen, but kind of was like, fuck it, I don't care. Anyway,
But
worse.
Yeah. And then so now we start with Jordan is angry at Marie because she left.
She abandoned them. And she
And I love
inspired...
it. But they have they're enemies / lovers. It never gets
well,
old
because
for
they
me.
ended season 1 romantic.
Romantic.
And then,
so they hated each other. And then I
Marie
love
abandoned.
that.
Oh, it's complicated.
And so
it's
then they
messy.
hated each other again, but they couldn't help it. They start fucking again.
Yep.
And
how hot was it when female Jordan was like this? Is this okay? And she was like, anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
But then, like, right when it's like time to fuck, she turns into the boy. I'm like, because that boy showing up, just being like, you're about to get it. Ooh, that boy's sexy.
Yeah. They're both hot. Basically, though, they end up having to go back to what is it?
Godalkin.
God. How do you pronounce the school?
Godalkin.
Godalkin. I keep wanting to say Graymalkin.
Oh, see? Oh, wow! I never even put that together.
I know, and I know that's on purpose.
On purpose.
But they go back to Godalkin. Also, Marie goes back because Starlight tells her to figure out what Odessa is.
Yeah, look into it.
And then they find out that Odessa is a bunch of dead babies with one alive baby that is her.
Babies who were experimented on by, it seems, our dean, whose name is escaping me right now.
Godalkin.
The dean.
But it seems like, I think, spoiler, we find out that it's his son, so... But he's using a different name, Cyrus or something? Cipher. And he's the new dean, and then he was there.
He's Godalkin's son? Where are you getting that from?
I thought, didn't he say my dad in the reveal?
Is that Godalkin in there?
Do you not
I think
recognize
it is.
who Godalkin was?
It was Ethan Slater.
Yeah, I'm pretty
was
sure
that Ethan Slater in there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Okay, girl, do you think Ethan Slater, Ariana Grande's boyfriend and one of the stars of Wicked, is going to be in 2 seconds of a opening scene and just get burned to death?
No, I was waiting for him to come back and be important, but I didn't realize he was the old man.
That's him in the thing. That has to be him in the thing.
Yeah. So I wonder if that guy is the source of Cypher's power in some, like, is Cipher keeping him in there because Cipher doesn't have powers, but he's getting it from that old man in some way?
Well, but here's the thing that's interesting. If Godalkin was testing these things, most of these people, their parents gave them V. And so Marie can sense V in their blood.
Right.
I'm thinking that they were trying to find a way to make someone born with powers. Meaning you wouldn't sense the V in their blood. And I think there's 2 people. I think Marie, and then I think Cyrus is another one where they were born with their... Cipher, sorry. They were born with their powers. I don't know.
Cypher's
he looks
a cool
more like
superhero
because
name.
Cipher is an X-Man. And
2 X-Men.
Yeah. But Cipher, I think Cipher and Marie maybe were born with their powers. Because of SpongeBob.
But Marie has V in her blood.
Does she have V in her blood?
Yeah.
How do you know? She can sense it in her own blood?
Maybe I'm making that up.
Because I think the reason that they were born like that is I think they're testing to make people born, to see if they can make people born with power.
It's definitely some sort of eugenic, like, power-up experiment. He's very Mr. Sinister to me, Dean Cipher, and just the X-Men stuff continues.
The interesting thing, too, is Cipher talks about how she has the power to be more powerful than Homelander.
We love that.
But it was established that she had the same powers as What's-Her-Nuts, who was killed at the end of The Boys. What was her name?
But, yes, I know who you're talking about.
And so I'm curious if they have the same powers, why is hers more powerful?
Yeah.
Which is making me think maybe it's because she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Ooh. Oh, I love it. I love it. What other fun stuff happens? So Emma is giving me my whole life this season. She's my favorite character this season. She is killing it. I think she's hilarious. She's popping ecstasy when she's supposed to be investigating. Just her powers are great. Her powers and what it says about her character is great.
Well, I also love that we find out the girl with the tail actually is a chameleon, so she can mimic
Yes.
powers for 30 seconds. And she mimics Emma's powers, and she's like, how did you do it without having to throw up? And she's like, I just did it.
I just did it.
And
You
then
know
she
what
was
this
like,
is?
Oh, Emma
This is-
Frost and Iceman.
Thank you. This is Emma Frost and Iceman. Yep.
Where it's like, oh, you just have so much trauma. You don't realize the trauma is blocking the full access to your powers.
Yes. Great. This show is pretty great.
It's really good. I like this better than The Boys right now.
Yeah, same. Because this is very X-Men-y. You know, the characters are the type of characters
Yeah.
we typically relate to. You and I.
Yeah. And also, they're like, Cipher's kind of like, here's a class. Let's figure out, why do your powers
Danger
work
room.
that way? Let's
Yeah.
figure out why your powers work and how they work. And Mr. Powered Nerd here, I'm like, yes. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Going in depth of how powers work,
Yeah.
gets me
I don't
a
know, they
boner
just do.
every single time.
I know. I love that shit. Remember when Cyclops asked Dazzler, "Have you ever wondered how your powers work in the Dark Phoenix saga?" And she went, "Nope."
Well, that's Dazzler. She doesn't. They're like, hey, you come back from the dead. Why? No.
I don't know. Don't know. Don't care.
I will say, so Jordan, was this established before that when Jordan is female, they have light
I feel like I'm
powers?
learning this. Like,
And
Jordan
then I
has
feel when they're a
force
male,
powers.
they're
It's just
like
super
they're
strength.
super strong.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was fully established before.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
think-
like. I like that the powers kind of switch.
I always thought it was the force stuff across the board because that's just an easier read. It's easier to see that happen. You know, I don't know if Jordan really got into much fisticuffs last season.
But
to
he
really
would be
put the
shot,
strength on
and
display.
he would be shot and then wouldn't be hurt. So
Yeah.
is kind of invulnerable and strong.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like that. And then poor Kate gets her
Poor
head
Kate.
bashed
I
in.
love
by
her. She gets her head
Jordan.
bashed in.
Her powers don't work
In
right. And then she
self-defense.
tries to push someone, and they ends up fucking a gnome.
He ends up fucking a gnome. But then she sees him later. She goes, "I bet your dick's pretty raw." There are so many dicks. Remember the one scene where Emma was, I think she was rolling, and she stumbles into the boys' locker room because she was chasing somebody.
Dicks. Yes.
And that guy had that long fucking
Long
snake
dick.
swinger, and she went up to him. She goes, "Congratulations." Oh, my God. What a great scene.
The one thing I don't like about this show is I feel like they're not really developing. I felt there was so much development between Sam and Emma, and I feel Sam
Yeah.
is kind of an afterthought in this show so
Yeah,
far.
they kind of don't know what to do with Sam this season.
But I feel like they need to, like, he's just like going crazy again. But I feel like they need to, yeah, and I think they need to bring him back into the fray,
Yeah.
which I've seen in the previews. They do try to get him to help them out. But yeah, that's the only thing I think that's bothering me.
Yeah, it would be great
Other
for
than that,
him,
the show's
for him to have a
great.
redemption. Other than that, everything's great. Hey, are you reading any comic books?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm
I
going to do
am.
all the talking. Yay! Oh, did you want to hit the music?
Oh, shit.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
I was hitting it. It wasn't going. I don't know. Anyway, oh God,
no.
it's still... Okay. All right, what comics are we talking about this week? Oh, we have 2 weeks of
We have
comics
2
to talk
weeks
about.
To talk about, yeah.
All right, so... It did an update.
Well, we'll just talk. Let's just say that first. We don't have to have the thing for it. Let's talk about Uncanny
X-Men.
X-Men
From 2 weeks ago. The finale of the Ransom story.
Of Ransom's story, yeah, where he goes to Argentina to kind of save his... I thought it was his cousin, but it turns out it's his half-brother.
Yeah, half-brother. I thought cousin too.
And so he goes to save him, and it turns out that he was kidnapped when he was a child, and because he's a bastard son, the dad wouldn't pay the ransom. And
Right.
when the ransomers decided to kill him, that's how his powers manifested.
Which is so fucked up. I mean, I would imagine this boy has a problem accepting love into his life after that.
Yes, and I think that's what this is. I mean, I can see Logan really is going to need to step up because it's basically like, Logan, you daddy now.
You know what I love? I mean, you always see Logan with the kid. It's always a girl.
Yeah.
I like Logan with the tough young man.
Yeah. Yeah. And because basically he's like, I've never had a father. I've never trusted a father. And now I have Wolverine. Because
God,
the thing
what a
that I
good
like
dad
about
you
this
have.
is every time there's a parallel to what the dad would do, Wolverine kind of does the opposite.
Yeah.
And like stands up for him and steps up for him. And
Yeah.
you can see him. And it's that thing too of just, he keeps talking about not having a heart and how doesn't really feel. But I'm just like, you do realize feelings aren't in your actual heart. Like,
Right.
it's just it's like the Grinch and it's like the Tin Man. These people, of course you feel, you dumb little bitch. Of course you have feelings. Don't think you don't have feelings just because your dad is like, you don't have a heart and that's why I could never love you. Ugh.
Poor Valentine. But again, what a great way. Like, this is a character I never thought that I would connect to on like an emotional level and really care about and empathize with, but she did it. God
and then
damn
it all
Gail
takes,
did it.
and then it all culminates in like a comic book convention in Argentina.
Oh my God, so funny. Where Wolverine bumps into a cosplayer who's playing like the White Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he gets all like horny and he's like, oh, I needed this.
Yeah. He's like, I used to like really love you. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh.
Jean needs to come back.
I know.
But did you put in Phoenix in there too?
I did.
Okay,
it's next. Let's talk about Phoenix number 15.
Is there anything else you have to say about Uncanny? I think we covered it. Okay. This, you know what?
I didn't read it, so you have to tell me about it.
Okay, so it's basically it's very similar to a lot of the Storm characters. It's like Eternity and Oblivion and the Judges and like all of those beings. They're all like, the fact that you made Sarah and went against the rules of creation, we have to kill Sarah, and if you don't, then we're going to have to kill the Phoenix Force.
Okay, what?
Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. But isn't the Phoenix Force one of the primal forces of the world? So if you can allow Sarah, if you can't allow Sarah to happen,
the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're like, we can't have the world where Sarah was born, but we can have a world where we get rid of the whole entire Phoenix Force. Doesn't make any sense,
right?
And basically, it's just a lot of like quack 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 quack. A lot of talking, and then at one point Sarah goes, don't do this, just let me die. Are you willing to sacrifice the entire universe for me? And Phoenix goes, yeah. So, fuck my drag. But then Sarah gets up and makes some stupid speech where she's like, this is hypocritical and blah, 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 and it's blah, 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 blah. And basically, they're kind of like, you're right, we're going to let you live. And because you did such a good job of, like, figuring it out, you're now going to be, like, our judge for when we get out of control. Oh. And so she's now going to go be in some outer realm judging them. And then Phoenix is like, all right, bye. And then and then it's like, the conclusion. Thank you for the conclusion of the Phoenix story. So I'm over. Like, oh, it's fucking over. Then it starts with binary, and I hope the fucking Phoenix doesn't ever come back. And then hopefully she just goes back to fucking Earth.
So it seems like next week is definitely all of our Age of Revelation stuff.
Yes.
Everything's ending.
That's all starting next
Storm,
week.
the Thunder War is ending, like all of it. Yeah, all right. Speaking of Storm, the Thunder War is over in issue number 12.
Okay. This is a hard book for me because
it is for me too.
I don't have the bandwidth to read every line. It's too much reading.
It's very heavy, and like there are moments where I'm like, wait, what? They reference like as you know, the blah blah blahs are coming. I'm like,
and then I'm like, what? Because then I'm like, is this just because I'm skimming, or am I literally just not understanding? Explain to me. I do not understand how Storm got the upper hand in this fight.
I don't either.
I felt like he was beating the shit out of her. What's his name? What's his
Haddad.
name?
My
Hadad.
name is Thunder God Hadad.
Thunder God Hadad. He's beating the shit out of her, and then we like cut to some other stuff, and then suddenly she's like, "Now I'm beating you," and I'm like, "Why?"
Because they were like, like basically like, she's the fiercest warrior in the goddamn universe. Get him, bitch. And I was like, okay.
But I feel like, you know what it reminds me of which why I hated What If?
What?
I hate that I beat him because I now have resolve.
Yeah.
That thing where like, wait a minute. Oh,
yeah, it's so Hulk Hogan.
I hate that.
I'd
rather her... Like, we forget, like, the fight between Storm and Callisto had 5 trillion more times the amount of tension than this fight.
Yes.
Even though technically, if you wrote it down on a piece of paper, the stakes are higher.
Yeah, this
it's
is
the
more
fate
epic.
of the universe.
Right.
But here, she's doing the fate of her X-Men as a leader, and she's sick as a dog, and she never kills. And she uses that to her advantage to kill Callisto.
Right.
Like, and that's what this was missing. This fight was missing an upper hand where she gets the upper hand and tricks him and then wins the fight. Not just be like, oh, you hurt me, but I am the most powerful goddess and now I beat you.
Right.
It was just so boring.
Yeah. There's nothing about her character that turned the tables.
Yeah. And that's what I hate because I feel like everything's set up and the story and the art, everything's set up for it to work.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's boggled down in like too much prose.
Too much plot.
Yeah. Anyway,
I agree.
that bothered me.
But this one seems like it's definitely coming back after Rogue Storm, which is what this will turn into. And it actually looks promising in that they set up that Death is going to be coming after Storm over this whole Oblivion.
But that's the thing. What is Storm being taken over by that Rogue has to kill her?
Oh, who knows? I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. X-Men. So now we really do have the start of Age of Revelation in X-Men number 22. Dougie shows up to the team.
All right. I'm going to go out on a limb here because I gave this book a lot of shit.
Yep.
I like this one.
You do?
I felt that they finally were just addressing everything.
Yeah.
I like that everybody was just this was the episode of confrontation.
Yeah.
Beast is
People were
confronting
calling each
Juggernaut.
other out. Yeah.
Cyclops is confronting the cop. Cyclops is confronting Magic.
Psylocke.
Psylocke. Everyone's confronting everyone, and they're all kind of in a bit of disarray.
Yeah.
And then fucking Doug shows up.
Yeah.
And this whole kind of... I really... and this is the thing that I hate, is I hate that it's like, and now it's going to go into the future. I'm like, no, I want to see this.
Want to see this moment.
I want to see this
turn.
where they all agree to let them join, but Cyclops is kind of like, I don't know, but I'm going to let everybody decide. And so, and it looks like Doug decides to join, and as soon as he shakes his hand, it looks like there's a message from future Cyclops that's like...
trying to get in there. Yeah. Which is great. The moment he's like, welcome to the X-Men. It's a message from the future. I fucked up. Good stuff.
Yeah. And so I'm curious, it's like, is it going to only be showing the future, or is it going to be now showing... Because I guess what I'm curious is like, maybe it showed you in that previous... I forget which one-off issue that was. Where it kind of showed everything that happened.
It was like an Age of Revelation alpha.
I'm wondering if we're still going to see the present, but it's now
during
Cyclops
the whole story.
Knowing.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I think it's just Cyclops is going to know, but no one else is going to know. And so it's going to be him being like, wait a minute, we can't have him on the team.
Yeah.
And
like
then
Doug, like the Bishop. That's what Bishop's role was.
And Doug is going to have they're going to have to force his hand to use his powers to convince people to do what he wants faster. Yeah. So I'm actually like, okay, you kind of have me on board again. So maybe, what do you think? You seem like you're not on board.
No, I fully am. No, I think that's great. I do want to see the present moment. I want to see all of the drama of the present moment kind of affect the future. I do think we're just going to be living in that alternate world entirely. maybe.
Yeah, I really would love for it to go back and forth and having
Yeah.
Cyclops trying to figure it out.
But I think
that
that's
might
interesting.
Not be till the very end. Yeah.
If Cyclops is in the role that Bishop played in Age of Apocalypse, which is like, this shit's not supposed to happen. Like this, we got to get out of this. That would be cool. No, I'm excited. I love gimmicks like this. I love a title change. Let's go.
Is this all of it?
I think. Oh.
And oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
No. We have Emma Frost, White Queen, number 4.
This bitch can't trust nobody.
I fucking love this book so much.
It's really good, but this poor bitch, where she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Vegas.
Everyone's
Let me
out
meet
to get
my
her.
best friend," and she's like, "Hi, sorry, I poisoned you." Like
Everyone's
you're just
drugging
like,
her drinks.
You cannot trust anybody, bitch.
They all want to be that White Queen. All of them. They all want to be it. And so she gets, she's going to what she thinks is going to be a safe house in Vegas, a Hellfire Club. They rat her out.
Especially because it turns out that that girl that she's going to is in line to be a white queen.
Is in line to be the next White Queen.
So she's like, "Sorry, girl."
They take her out. They dump her in the desert in an old Sentinel scrapyard. The Sentinels activate. They're going to kill Emma because she does not have diamond form. They're going to kill her, and then do you understand how much I loved this? Like, a motorcycle comes through, and I'm like, oh, who's it going to be that saves her? Why did I go nuts when it was Mystique? Why was I like,
Mystique,
yes,
yeah.
I need these two talking shit on a motorcycle. I've never been given this before. I've never needed these two together so much.
And the thing that this writer is smart about is like, why is Mystique doing this? She's like, I need a pro-mutant person, the person that cares about mutant people in the fucking Hellfire Club.
I love that they go back to Shaw's
and that's you.
betrayal. It's great.
Yes, and she's like, that's fucking you.
That's
is this
great.
before the all of that, or is this like while that's happening?
This is while Shaw is working with.
So
the
it's all
government to make
like
Sentinels.
during
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
during
So it's really smart because I also love that it's not like, and now you're going to help me, Mystique. She's like, no, I just helped you right now. Bye.
Yep.
And you're back on your own.
So great. I do want next issue. I mean, they do get on the motorcycle at the end and ride off together.
Yeah.
I do want all of next issue just to be them on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Please, just give me a
I have a
conversation
feeling
with the two of them talking shit.
she's going to just drop her off somewhere.
She's just going to drop her off, but God, I would kill for an issue that's just those two on the motorcycle at those stages, because this is the Freedom Force Mystique. This is like Outback
No, she
era.
said Brotherhood. She said she was in the Brotherhood.
She
or was
said,
she just talking about the
oh,
past?
didn't she say Freedom? Oh no,
No,
Brotherhood.
because this is
my brain went to Freedom Force when I read Brotherhood. You're
Freedom
right.
Force is after Storm loses her
This
powers.
is like the era, right? Yeah, before.
Because I think it's kind of right after Storm loses her powers is when the Freedom Force stuff starts. So I think it's before that.
Yeah,
Because
after Dark
Storm
Phoenix.
still had her powers. Okay, I will tell you this: reading this Emma book and then seeing Fitzroy, I just decided I was like, I want to read Uncanny X-Men 281
when he kills them all.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
Because I was like, Fitzroy, Emma. I want to see Fitzroy and Emma. And here's the question that I want to ask, because for those that don't remember, 281 is when the split happened. The first X-Men book and then Uncanny X-Men book. So the Uncanny X-Men book was was Jean, Storm, Colossus, Archangel, and Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
And in that first issue, they go to the Hellfire Club. All of the Hellions get killed, and Emma Frost. But then later, it turns out that Jean Grey's mind is in Emma Frost's body. Wasn't that what happened?
Oh, yeah. Isn't there like still a piece of Phoenix in Emma?
Yeah, because it ends with Jean Grey being dead, and then I think she's in Emma's body, and then they have to pull it out, and then I think Emma's in a coma for a while before she.
Emma's in a coma for a while, and then it's when Iceman is checking on her. I forget
that she
what
comes
happens.
out of
There's
the
a big-
coma and then takes over. Yeah, and I was just
something
looking back,
happens. There's a big
this is good.
electrical incident.
It was good fun. Good fun.
Good
Good stuff.
What's sad though about the Hellions?
Well, here's the thing that's interesting, is they bring up with Fitzroy in the X-Men comic that, I need to hand him over because Taro's family of the Bedlam, what is it, the Bedlam people that they were talking about? Magic
the new
was
Bedlam,
saying,
like King Bedlam?
I can't remember. It was something Bedlam, but she basically said, we're holding Fitzroy because I want to hand him over to Taro's family.
Oh.
And because they're mad that he murdered her. You don't remember that?
No.
In the X-Men comic? Where's the line? Let me find the line really quick.
Okay.
It's also, I find it very interesting that Beast is talking about is yelling at Juggernaut about murdering.
Oh yeah,
what
in
Beast
X-Men
becomes. Where is it? Where is it? Damn it. Anyway, but yeah, they talk. But then I was like, oh, I thought Taro was alive. But I guess in this, it seems like that she's still dead.
Taro was on Krakoa.
She was alive? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess they're just mad that they killed her the first time.
Yeah.
Here it is. Because Fitzroy isn't our prisoner, he's the payment we owe for services rendered. Oh, to who? Years ago, Trevor Fitzroy murdered Marie-Ange Colbert. Colbert?
Oh my
God. A crime
God.
that Christopher Aronson had been very interested in repaying. Aronson is King Bedlam, and in giving him Fitzroy, we ensure the loyalty of Bedlam and his Hellions.
Amazing.
I don't know, but who is King Bedlam to Taro?
I don't know.
I was thinking like it must be they must be related or a dad or something. Or
yeah, King Bedlam. I wasn't too familiar. So he showed up in regular X-Men. He had that secret team.
Yeah.
But I wasn't too familiar with his history before that.
But apparently it's connected to Taro. But that's the thing is he's mad that she was murdered. But I thought she was resurrected. So
I think they all were.
I think it would be more interesting of I wish they wrote Trevor years ago murdered Marie-Ange Colbert and now she wants payback because she's after she was resurrected.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
she's
would love
on.
for her to show up, be like a little witch comes up.
Maybe she's on
me,
King Bedlam's New Hellions.
Anyway, cool. I thought that
That's
was
awesome.
Cool I thought that was
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, thank you for. I totally looked over that.
Yeah, and then the Emma Frost book. It looks like it only has one more issue left.
I know. I'm so
and then
sad.
It's done.
I just really like this book because you never got to see our Emma in that context. Like, she was always kind of like a one-note villain, you know? Like, you never saw her with other characters. She was always, like secluded with her kids in her club. You know, she didn't really interact. She wasn't funny.
I'll tell you this. Chris Claremont writing her in the Uncanny 281 that I wrote, I'm like, that's not Emma.
It's not her. It was Morrison.
She's just like, everybody, you're all stupid.
Yeah. She had no personality.
Quit your blubbering. Like, she's more
she was just
like
mean.
Morrison
is what made her Emma.
Yeah. It's the same thing
speaking of
with,
Morrison, did you notice they did the Flask panel recreation, but with Mystique drinking out of the flask before they had their two-person adventure? Yeah.
Who's the one that created Sinister to be more of a dandy gay?
Oh yeah, it was Kieran Gillen.
Yeah,
he's
that's
the one that
another
created
thing where you're
Floppy.
like, that's what Sinister is now.
And
then
Hickman
when you
also.
Read, and when you read older Sinisters, you're like, oh, he's boring.
Yeah, like Mutant
just
Massacre,
generic.
Post-Mutant Massacre Sinister. You're like, nah.
Yeah, boring.
No, but the faggy one is much better.
Yeah, great. Those are the comics.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. As we get into the Age of Revelation, stay tuned here for all of our gay thoughts and opinions. But be careful when you're reading Age of Revelation.
Yeah, there's a bad thing that could happen.
It's a comic. And as you know, if you read comics, well, then that makes you queer.
Queer.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.